One small step for a man. One giant leap.
Hold the jokes, team. We got a lot of work to do here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Crust with me, Mangy Panda. So, the Crust is a factory management game set on the moon, where we get to do some underground base facility mining, stuff like that. Just came out in early access a couple weeks ago or so. I've played a little bit of it. I've got just a few hours worth of gameplay just to kind of get the basics of the controls down and everything. And so we are going to go ahead and we're going to start a new game and we're going to run a let's play. So we'll go through the tutorial just because it does have some of the story elements to the game in there to help you kind of piece together what's going on and everything. And then you can jump right out of the tutorial into the main storyline of the game. Like I said, this is an early access game, so some of the things you see in the game may change. We'll probably run into glitches, bugs, things like that. That's just a nature of the beast. But I really enjoy playing early access games. One, to support some of the more independent developers out there. Not everybody can be an Activision or an EA Sports or somebody like that has just these humongous budgets and can spend years developing a project with no income coming in. So I really like to enjoy help support the creators, and also gives you a chance to have a little bit of input and feedback into the actual development of the game. A lot of these developers, they really listen to their communities, and they really appreciate the support that the communities give them. So if you watch this and it looks interesting, I recommend downloading it, checking it out. I'm not affiliated whatsoever with any of the developers or anything like that. I'm just a guy that enjoys playing games. So with that being said, let's jump into the tutorial. There will be a little bit of cutscene. We'll go through that and watch that, and then we'll pick it up from there.
HB-11 capsule is delivered to the launchpad. Ready for ascent. Over. Copy that. Start the launch procedure.
Flight 1 is ready for launch. Over.
Launch control. Initiating countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. Elevated to home station 1. Capsule HB-11 has begun its ascent. Stand by to receive. Over.
Hook 1 to elevator, ready for receiving. Over.
Destination Moon, base MT4. Docking gateway provision priority. Highest. Coast crossing route. Always in favor of HB-11. Priority launch and landing has been approved by Crust.
Alpha team, get ready to head back home. Over. Watch yourself out there. Lunar night is coming. Stand by, Alpha team. We've got visitors.
Mayor Tranquilitatis Logistics to incoming transition. Please state your intentions. Over.
Alice to MT Logistics. We have received clearance and hold a signed contract with Mr. Holloway for our mining operations in this designated sector. We're here to commence our activities as scheduled.
MT Logistics to Alice. We weren't informed of your early arrival. We've just finished building the elevator for your drones to access the underground facilities. At the moment, all the electricity is being used to charge the batteries as we prepare for night. We can't route power to the elevator right now, I suggest you keep your mining buddies in orbit for the next 2 weeks while we wait for the sun to come up, sweetheart.
We made it here right on schedule, but waiting for the next morning on the moon, a whole 2 weeks of downtime, is utterly unacceptable. This could jeopardize our entire mining contract. We need a better plan. And the name's Alice, not sweetheart.
Wow, Alice is a little sassy.
Good afternoon, Director. This is Alice, your Vice President. We have a bit of a situation
Hello, Alice.
here, but I'm already on it. First, let's test our connection. Give this dialog box a click if you're hearing me loud and clear, then we can proceed. Connection solid. That's a start. Give me a few minutes to secure our landing clearance. Feel free to soak in the sights while you wait. I'm sure you have a great view of the moon from your orbital station. So, Robert, do we have a deal?
Let me be clear. A 2-week power outage equals job loss and a costly lawsuit for me. I don't care who you are, get Holloway on this. But no power for you and your toys until sunrise. We just don't have extra electricity right now.
Look, Robert, you and I got off on the wrong foot. Our drones were originally designed for autonomous construction and repair, and we've brought the necessary resources. Grant us landing permission, and we'll handle the power situation ourselves. This benefits both of us. More solar panels for you, and we could land our toys and get going. They also can handle the repairs. So, should I update Mr. Holloway on our successful collaboration?
All right, Alice. You have permission to land. Make sure your fancy drones don't break anything. Over and out.
Director, it's your call. Permission to land has been granted. Show this Bob the Builder that we can fix this.
Roger that, boss.
Choose a place to land the pods near the elevator. To do this, click...
Yep, we already got that.
Your primary responsibility is to ensure resource extraction and processing in our logistics hub on the Sea of Tranquility. Currently, it depends on external supplies. If you can address this issue, even partially, rest assured, we'll secure long-term contracts for you in the years to come. I personally vouched for your mission to the board.
Thanks, boss.
I hate to send you home with nothing. Better help me convince these old-timers that you are a promising team, and your work is the future.
Absolutely, Mr. Holloway. Both the director and I are immensely grateful to you. Our focus is on establishing a long-term partnership, and we'll do our utmost to make it a reality. You can count on us. To get started, select the director, place
Let's
the holograms
build.
of solar panels on the highlighted sites. Our drones will pick up necessary resources and begin construction.
And we're going to need some batteries. Sorry, Alice, you're waiting. Let's speed this up while our guys build. The graphics, the animations, and everything in this game are really good. You can watch as like the solar panels unfold. Construction animations. Here, we'll watch this one come up. They're really nice. They've done a really good job on the visuals for this game. Gameplay in it is pretty good as well. You know, again, it's early access, so there are a few little glitches and things here and there, and there's a lot of features that they're looking to
Look at
implement.
that. They've actually built them. Not a bad start at all. Alice, can you hear me? All the energy from these panels will go to you, but if you want to work at night, you need to take care of saving it now. For this, you're going to need some batteries.
Well, thank you for your unwavering faith in our abilities, Robert. And I hope we've convinced you that we know what we're doing. And now our suddenly efficient drones will be busy building batteries.
Yep, we got the batteries. Oh yeah, we need charging station. Forgot about that. All right. And how much animation on batteries? I mean, they're batteries.
Objective achieved.
Well, your drones really know how to build. Now use the wiring tool and connect the solar panels and batteries. Next, You just need to power up the elevator and you'll gain access to the underground level.
Switch to the utility.
I got it, Alice. Thank you. Get those connected up to there and to there.
Now that everything is up and running, let's get down to business. Switch to the underground level by pressing tab.
Objective achieved.
Whoops. Nope, nope, nope.
Great. To start mining, build the drone configuration module. The elevator transfers power from the surface to the underground level. No need to worry about that.
Yeah, I got it, Alice. Thanks. Yep, right there. Speed this up. Your main workforce in this game are these little drones, and then you can change them into different configurations for different specialties. Yep, got that.
Pardon my curiosity, but how are you going to extract lunar regolith with cargo robots? I'm far from a robotics expert, of course, but it seems like we have more questions than answers at this point.
That's an excellent question, Robert, and I'd be delighted to answer it. However, I need to wrap up some things first. The drone reconfiguration module.
Yep, I got you, Alice. We need to...
Now let's have the drones excavate an area measuring... To order the drones, Robert, to answer your question, our company has been providing repair and maintenance services for robotics and mining equipment for over 10 years. We were involved in the development and maintenance of technology for lunar mining along with the first industrial expeditions to the moon, even before the construction of the space elevator and the full-scale development of the moon by mankind. And I'm pleased to inform you, Robert, that by pooling our vast experience, we have been able to develop and implement multifunctional drone technology that can be re-equipped for a variety of tasks. Did I answer your question in enough detail, or should I send you a set of materials for review? I can throw in a set of coloring books especially for you, so you can quietly make your downtime in the workplace more enjoyable.
All right, Alice, I get the hint. You do your job and I'll mind my own business. By the way, I'll grab a few coloring books as souvenirs for the kids. I'll be heading home in about 2 weeks. Director, I understand that I can be difficult at times, but your Alice is quite remarkable. She reminds me of my ex-wife.
We're all still on the same channel, Robert.
So, what's up with those coloring books?
I'll send them to your wife along with some flowers. She's not likely to get them from her husband.
Ouch. All right, so there we go. So you can just exit out, or we can continue the campaign. So let's go ahead and go.
Wait. We're getting distress signals from everywhere. Director, the alert system isn't malfunctioning. We have to check.
That looks bad. I'm not an expert on, lunar mining operations and colonization, but that looked bad. Yeah, I'll definitely put that in the bad category.
This is an emergency broadcast. We have detected an imminent asteroid collision with the moon's surface. We are currently assessing the extent of the damage and the number of casualties. At this moment, our teams are working tirelessly to restore communication with lunar outposts. For those still on the moon, be aware that we are mobilizing all available resources to assist you. Conserve your energy and ration your supplies until further notice. Additional information will be provided as the situation unfolds. Stay tuned for updates. Over and out.
I repeat, Crust has declared a state of emergency of the first degree. Commercial shipments and cargo landings are prohibited. All complexes, resources, and facilities on the moon are now under Crust control. All remaining facilities should switch to emergency frequency and report their status. Conserve energy and resources, and await further instructions.
What's happening? Director, can you hear me? We're receiving reports that a meteorite collided with the moon and the state of emergency has been declared. Director, confirm you're on the line right now.
I'm
You
here,
could've done it more
Alice.
quickly and spared me the worry.
You were
Director,
talking!
There's still no signal from the personnel of the base. I'll try again, but my hope is dwindling. Robert, come in. Robert, do you copy? Robert, damn it, come in. There appear to be no survivors. I'm glad you were on the orbital station when the collision happened. I suggest you stay there as long as possible.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
We should try to hold out until logistics with Earth are restored. Start with electricity. We still have resources and functional drones. That should be enough for a few solar panels and batteries.
Yep, we're on it.
Judging by the seismic activity, the meteorite impact occurred on the far side of the moon. We're lucky it happened so far away from our mission, but the strength of the blast wave raises a lot of questions.
Is that all the head of the research department can say? Somewhere far away there was an explosion and we don't know the cause?
Because scientists are working with proven facts, not speculating on fragmentary evidence. Much more data would be needed to reach the conclusions.
Alright, so get this built. Now, I am by no means an expert on this game. Like I said, it just came out. I've only played, I'd have to check and look, I think maybe like 6 hours or so. Like I said, just to get the basics down. So,
we have electricity, but our resource reserves are almost depleted. We need to restore production as soon as possible. Let's start with repairing the elevator to gain access to the underground level. Then build a charging station for the drones. Make sure that elevator and charging station are connected to the power network.
So, you're going to be learning this game with me on a lot of levels.
Objective achieved.
Director,
There we go.
we're getting word of supply shortages from almost everywhere on Earth. The explosion cut off most of the supply channels from the moon. Millions of people are in need of resources, and we can satisfy that demand. Supplies used to run through the contract system, but it came to a complete halt after the explosion. We might be able to fix that.
The explosion destroyed everything on the surface, but there may still be mining modules underground. We need to go down and see what we have left.
Objective achieved.
Director, we need to reconnect the power supply to the underground level. That's better. I see that we have a module to produce smart concrete, but we have an urgent need to resume production of steel and silicone. Director, I have an idea. First, convert 5 drones into miners, and we'll proceed.
The drone reconfiguration.
We have smelting furnaces, but to start producing any resource, the relevant oxides are always needed. We will now mine them with the mining drones. Director, we have access to iron and silicone veins. Assign drones to mine the resources from the veins to supply the processing modules with raw materials.
Yep, we got that.
You can now watch mining drones extract the oxides, and working drones deliver them to the smelting furnace.
Enter excavation mode and
You can adjust the game speed by
Yep, right up here, game speed, got it. You can also hotkey 1, 2, 3. So you notice like there's different colors on these mining priorities. So basically, the closer they are to red, the more urgent they are, and the next they're going to do. So like, I put these down as orange, and I came back and clicked again, and I got yellow ones. Now if I do it again, I get kind of this tan color. Then you see the, so that's kind of, you can at a glance see like what order they're going to be working in. So it just, that green is like the final, like the least important. We don't need them focused on all of that yet. Or just give them something to do. One of the things you also see, so as these guys are mining, they're dropping regolith on the ground. That's moon rock that we can later process into various different components. You can get iron, aluminum, titanium, silicone from there. Come on. Let's go a little bit faster. Battery is slowly charging.
Director, you can never have too much smart concrete, so it's worth spending time to produce it. For this purpose, we have a pressing module, which may not be the most efficient way, but it's good enough to start with. The pressing module requires only regolith, which is a type of lunar dirt plentiful here. Assign mining drones to the evacuation so that we have the resources we need. Free drones will deliver the regolith to production themselves.
Alright, speed that up. How many? Could you leave 2? Because we are going to need silicone. And to speed it up while our little drones do their droney drone thing. Now, the map on here is random. All the resources, everything, except for these 2 starting ones, are randomly generated every time. So you're not going to get the same playthrough. Each time you play, it's going to be different. Resources are going to be located in different places and stuff like that. In the game is played on, there's 3 levels. So you've got the underground level, which is actually pretty big. You've got the surface level, which, you know, we've got this giant crater here to work on. There's a lot of stuff that we'd be building up here. And then you've actually got the moon surface, and you'll get rovers that you can send out here and do things, all that kind of stuff.
Here's the latest news regarding contracts. To resume shipments to Earth, we'll need to restore communication and significantly expand production. If we manage this in the near term, I'll negotiate an extremely lucrative contract with the aerospace company FASM. They've lost their supplier and are willing to pay generously for an urgent order. I'm still looking into the matter, but be prepared to devote all resources to this effort if you want to maximize the benefits. I'll return as soon as new information becomes available.
Roger Dodger. All right, and let's go ahead and get back down underground. Come on, boys. We're about to enter night. That's why the batteries and everything are so important, because the lunar night lasts about 2 weeks. So you got to make sure you've got enough solar panels to get your batteries charged to a state where you can power everything throughout the night. In addition to that, not only do your... Oh, hold on.
Well, that's a start. There should be enough smart concrete for the first time.
In addition to that, your batteries have a maximum output. So even though this battery holds, 100,000 power, it can only output
Director,
10.
we have a message on the emergency channel. I'll put it on the screen.
Attention. This is Arthur Moore, commander of the Hope 2 orbital station. The station has sustained severe damage from multiple collisions. We have lost key control modules. A hard moon landing will occur in the coming weeks. Request assistance from anyone who hears this message.
The debris from the meteorite impact must have gotten Hope 2. I'm already contacting Crust to report it.
Director, my name is Clyde Draper.
Hi, Clyde.
I lead the Crust search and rescue operation. We are aware of the situation with Hope 2 and are already developing an evacuation plan.
Well, that's good. I was worried about
There's
him.
still a chance to restore resource mining and production at your facility, and it's in our mutual interest for you to assist us. We need a place to accommodate the rescued crew, and your base is the most suitable candidate for this. Crust will provide you with the necessary equipment and scientific resources to carry out the assigned tasks.
So your rescue and evacuation plan you're developing is to have me do it. Okay.
With all due respect, Director, I do not share your doubts. People are in danger, and if it's in our power to help them, we must do so.
Alice, it was the only option I could pick on. It's not like I had a choice.
With all due respect, Alice, altruism has clouded your judgment. Crust is clearly asking for grant aid that we cannot afford right now. I suggest we focus on restoring production and resuming shipments to Earth, where resources are urgently needed right now. Also, I've negotiated a prepayment with FASM. We can use their funds if we start reestablishing the contract system now.
All you care about is profit. If that's the case, think of the technology Crust will provide. It's worth as much as our base in its current state.
Yeah.
Do we pay a fair price for their technology? Don't forget, Director, by accepting Crust's offer, we will allow them to decide how our base is developed. We'll have to focus on the construction of the living quarters and postpone the expansion of high-tech manufacturing and investigation of the meteorite case.
Oh yeah, that's a horrible thing. We're saving some people.
Crust is going to accommodate the surviving Hope 2 crew members at your base in exchange for equipment and technologies for us to carry out a rescue mission. If you accept Crust's offer, you will lose access to the FASM contract, for which the corporation is willing to pay upfront.
All right, so we got two choices. We can rescue the crew, or try to rescue the crew, which gives us a reward of research. Okay, or we can skip that story arc and just play the game as is, and we get some money. Money is very important in this game. It's not easy to come by, and things like conveyor belts, electrical wires cost money, and the cost for those adds up really, really quick. But we're going to play with the storyline because I want to see where the story arc goes and everything. So we'll go with that.
Good choice. You need to establish contact with the station, assist the commander with the evacuation, and then transport the team to your base. You should have living quarters suitable for sustaining life by then. Begin preparations for the construction of the living quarters immediately. It is a complex and resource-intensive structure, so maximize and optimize production so you're ready when survivors arrive. In summary, your main tasks are: contact the station and ensure the transport of the crew to your base. Construct a residential facility with life support systems. We will send a research plan and transportation for search and rescue operations shortly.
Thanks, Clyde.
We've barely recovered from the explosion. Now our base is just a couple of mining and processing modules. I'm willing to do whatever.
You're the one that wanted to help these people, Alice.
But it'll be almost impossible in such a short amount of time.
Well, you didn't think about that before when you were criticizing everybody else for not wanting to help.
We definitely can't do it alone. I will send a request to colleagues and inform you when new information becomes available.
Oh, thanks.
Indeed, the timing's not ideal. However, we still have the ability to break down the task and move towards our goal with small steps. First, we need to ramp up production. Living quarters will require a lot of resources. We have smelting furnaces, but we need extractors and refineries to extract oxides from mined regolith. Director, Crust has handed us the research plan, and we're ready to begin. Research underground mining and place 2 extractors on the iron and silicon veins.
Gotcha. All right. Research. So, research in this game is a little bit different than any other game that I've ever played. So, it's basically broken into 3 types. You have blue, which is your fundamental, orange, which is your engineering, and green, which is the social, which then you also have 3 trees. So, fundamental is a lot of things that have to do with your drones and the surface part of the moon and your base. So, the buildings on the surface, things with the lunar exploration, stuff like that. Engineering, this is all of your mining, manufacturing, belts. This is your standard factory game stuff. And then the social is, of course, all of your people things. Everything's for your colonists, so things that we need to research so that people can be living and everything. When you hover over something, it'll tell you how much science it takes. So like this takes 250 green, this takes 850. Some things will require multiple types of research. So like this one takes 600 orange and 750 green. This one takes all three. The way that the research works is you can queue up to 5 things, and the researches will, or the science that you're generating, which this is on a per day basis, will feed into things and go down the tree. So like if you had, so say we put this one up here that requires all 3, and you filled up all of the orange because it's only 450, the blue and green would still be going into it. And if you had something else farther down the tree that had orange, it would jump to the next one that required orange and start filling it. Now, one of the things with the research in this game is you can't save it. You can't store it up. So if you're not actively researching something, then that research just gets wasted. So you want to make sure you're constantly coming back and you're constantly making sure that you're using all 3 of your researches and everything. The other thing is like your researches. So like you'll see, we get 100 research from Crust in the engineering for 400 days. So most of the research you get from things inside the game, they're on a limited basis. Like you might get 60 blue research for 90 days. And once that 90 days up, you lose that 60 blue research. So your research constantly fluctuates up and down and up and down and up and down. It's different. All right, so we need underground mining, and we need the refinery, and then we need the prospecting. Okay, so that's going. All right, how are we doing down here? Okay, we're getting that done. At this point, we can get rid of him. Now, you'll find as you go through the game, you'll get these little research or source nodes, and they're predominantly one resource. So like you'll see this one is an iron deposit, but it's only 59% iron. There's still a little bit of titanium, a little bit of silicon, a little bit of aluminum, even a little bit of water, and is a finite amount. You can see there's only 26,000 ore in that. So as you build all right, there we go. We got our extractor. Perfect. See, we're researching that. We'll go ahead and just throw yeah, we'll throw some green and some blue on here just to have that stuff there for when that research pops up. All right, so mining. I'm gonna go in here. We'll grab the extractor. So the extractor sits on there. You see the boxes that light up yellow. You have to have 9 of 9 overlap. So it is possible to, in some cases, so like I could put one here and then get another one like over here. So sometimes you can get multiples. Some of them you can't. That just means you're mining it faster. All right, so we're gonna put one there and one there.
Don't forget that extractors need a...
Yeah, I know they need power. I always get into that. So on your power, so I can see all these things. It's like 3 or 4. So there's a limited number of connections that come off of every power pole. So like you got 10 connections off the elevator, 4 off of each one of these. So you need to take that into account when you're laying out your power, because you don't want to come out here and then dead end to where this has used up all 4 of its connections and you can't continue to expand if you need to. All right, so you will go to there, to there, to there, and to there, and
research complete.
You will go to there. No, go on to there, to there, and to there. All right, so we got the refinery. That's good. All right, and that's up and running. That's going. Let's work on conveyor belts. And we're done with that. Let's go back. Priority, I want to make Actually, no, let's get to mining. All right, so priority mining. Let's get this right here cleaned out. And then this right there. Much power. For 21 days, I'm good. All right. Why are you saying what are you waiting on? We should I don't Okay, so I need to back up. No, I don't need a steel. All right. Yes, I do. I need 3 steel. All right. Let's get rid of you, and you. Building too fast before we had the basic resource production done. So we had to take those out because they'd already delivered resources. All right. And there we go.
I see in the data that the extractors have started mining. Now, finish the research and build 2 regolith refineries for producing iron and silicon, respectively.
Yep, got it. All right, you see right here,
Director, place the...
Yeah. We ran into some rare earth elements. They're, I think on the map, they're called basalt, so we can't mine those yet. That's why these didn't get taken out until we research some better technologies. Now, the game does want you to put your refiners all the way down here. But like I said, belts are very expensive in the game. You see, we got $110,000, but we don't have research belts. Like running a conveyor belt from here to here is really expensive. So what we're better off doing is taking these out here and building them up here, or rebuilding them up here. All right. So, but first we need to build a regolith refinery. So I need to come up with 4 more iron or steel. That will work. And
a single regolith refinery extracts the necessary oxides from the regolith by thermal treatment. The process leaves slag that can also be used in production.
Right. That'll work. All right. And power you to there. Let's get that built. Do I not? Please tell me I didn't use it. Frick. All right. Yep, I got too far ahead on this. You are my end. Get rid of him.
Research complete.
Okay. So we're doing that and that. That's fine. Yep, jumped too far ahead and was using resources that I couldn't replace yet. So I need 3. I have 2. Luckily, you get the building cost back when you tear something down, so it's not that big of an issue. Our miners are not doing anything. All right, let's go ahead and take that out right there. That. And then you can come work on this. And you got to set recipes. I forgot about that. On you will be silicone. And one more. We've got the silicone. Okay.
Objective achieved.
A single regolith refinery is a mono-refinery that can only produce one type of oxide at a time. Be sure to select the recipes for iron and silicon oxide to start production.
Yep, did that. All right. Stop. Why are you... No. All right. Off. No. Yes, you need to be taking your regolith to these guys. Oh, he needs power. All right, and yep, I got that.
Director, a conveyor belt will speed up production and eliminate the need for drones in resource delivery. I advise you to keep an eye on this technology.
You heard him, Director. Now we have a steel production chain, but we can increase its efficiency by connecting the modules with conveyor belts. It will reduce the load for drones and speed up production. Exactly what we need right now.
Gotcha. You see, we're having energy problems, and that's just because we don't have enough batteries. All right, so that is going on. Research, where we... Yeah, no, conveyors. Get the conveyor done. Alright, you guys are doing that. Where? Yes, let's be delivering the resources to there so that
Research complete.
Use the conveyor.
All right, there we go. We got conveyors. All right, so like I said, conveyors are expensive. So, like for example, if I want to run a conveyor from here all the way to here, that's $8 grand. Okay, I only have 110, and right now we have no way to make money. So, yeah, we don't want to do that. But we do want a conveyor from here to here. A conveyor from here to here. Okay, then and a conveyor from you to you. And you to you. Build all and power. That'll work there. You will go to there. Now you did see we found this little mineral deposit to start off with. It was just on the map, but we don't know what it is, and we won't know what it is till we build an ore scanner and scan it. The ore scanners will also let you scan out into the walls to find. Yes, you need to produce silicone, and you need to produce steel. You can now go away. You can go away. And let's go ahead and get some storage. One there.
Objective achieved.
And one there. And a conveyor.
Director, we managed to dispatch the Research Rover Scout. It's essential for your next mission. Examine the satellite repeater and make contact with the Hope 2 crew. Mr. Ratchet will help you sort out the controls. You're free to use data that will help with the mission. Some of it will expedite the research. Professor Wilfrey knows what to do with it. However, remember that all ship logs, crew records, and other materials related to the incident are the property of Crust. Your company has no authority to examine this information.
That sounds like some kind of cover-up. Alright, you,
Ratchet,
you.
have you heard the news? Crust put you in charge of the new toy. We don't have much time to contact the crew, so helping the director get the rover to the repeater is your top priority.
Okay, and...
Not only did we lose almost all of our equipment, but we also turned out to be the last hope for Crust and the Hope Station.
Objective achieved.
Anyway, Director, we're in a hurry. Land the cargo pod with the rover and we'll proceed. Horizon 6. Almost everything has been modified. Only the hull is original. There's serious hardware there. Even Crust doesn't have much like it. Send it off base and see what we can find with it.
Alright. Now all of that is automated. I already clicked to send the rover off the base. He's got to drive all the way off the map, so... Oh.
Objective achieved.
Alright, so... With our little rover guy, so he has a scanner, so...
Attention. This is First Vice President Alice Vance speaking. We have received equipment and coordinates and are beginning a rescue operation as per Crust directive. Our mission: to safely evacuate the crew of Hope 2 and get them back to base in one piece. By this time, habitable living quarters must be completed. Director, you need to send a rover to the repeater and contact the station crew. Professor Wilfrey, please request Crust life support technology. Ratchet, we're going to need a cargo truck for crew transport. Take care of it for us. Personnel on Earth to proceed under new directives issued by your immediate supervisor. Over and out.
Aye, aye, Chief. Alright, so, your little rover. Right now you can see we've got this one question mark repeater. We've got to go investigate that. However, other ones will pop up throughout the game and everything, but there are hidden ones around that are just random ones that aren't storyline or anything that you have to scan for. And so, see this little scan goes around. If there was something hidden around here, which there's not, you would see these lines get really long in the direction.
Can't rely solely on Crust to deliver all the equipment. We need to prepare ourselves. We need a cargo truck to deliver the crew, and we need it now. Ratchet, any ideas?
We can try to fix this piece of scrap metal. It's a Pathfinder 3B, an outdated model, but it has increased maneuverability and payload capacity. Just what we need.
Alright, so we got to fix that. But first off, we need to... Alright, let's... Now that we have a source of steel and silicone, we want to put those up. Alright, and the wiring tool, so you... Everybody gets wired in. Yeah, I'm done wiring. Alright, there we go. Are you stuck on the upgrade? I don't want you stuck on the upgrade tool. So you see, we have a maximum charge rate, so that's the most charge that it can take at any one time. So 50. So right now we're operating a little over half, and then again the maximum output is 10. So depending on how much power I'm drawing at any one time, even though I may have enough power in the batteries to run it, the batteries can't output enough power to run it. So it's a key balance between the solar panels and the amount of energy you're putting into your batteries to make sure you have enough to last through lunar darkness, but also having enough batteries with enough output to be able to run all your stuff too. Hope that's clear as mud. All right, let's get some of these so that we can at least get a little bit of charge in them before darkness comes. All right, and mining. Yeah, let's get a little bit of priority on those so we don't forget them. And then you can keep clearing this area out here. Yeah, we don't need fire. Clear that. Just keep on digging. Dig all the stuff. Meanwhile, you guys keep doing what you're doing. Go ahead and if there's any of that laying on the ground, they can throw it in there. And if there's any iron on the ground, they can throw that in there. What are you missing? We're out of silicone. Okay, speed things up, put that, yeah, that's a high priority. If there's any silicone on the ground, guys, just pick it up and throw it in there. Oh, no. And over here, we do have some iron oxide, so same thing, high priority. If you come across any iron oxide on the ground, just pick it up, throw it in there. Otherwise, they're just picking up the regolith and throwing it in here to make bricks, which reminds me, we need, let's get a storage. Where is the output? Right there. Okay. Storage for said bricks goes right there. And let's get another one of you. And go right there. We need power from here to here. And let's get conveyors from there to there. From there to... No. From there to there, and from there to there. From there to there. Alright, build alt. Alright, that'll work.
Director, we've established communication with the station.
What science am I wasting? Oh, I don't have any green science going. I don't have any blue science going. Alright. Blue science. Orange science. Alright.
We didn't expect anyone to respond. The situation is critical. The station has suffered a lot of damage. The navigation system is down. Power and life support systems are failing. There are some wounded, but
So far, everyone's alive. Now that we have a signal from the surface, I'll try to keep the crew reassured. We'll activate the emergency beacon so you can pick us up after landing.
Thanks.
What do you mean you're not ready to rescue us? Listen to me. You must make it happen. People's lives depend on your work. Our orbit is decaying. We can't change course. I'll reroute energy from Block 6 and 2 and try to delay the lunar landing as much as possible. Our lives are in your hands, Director. Hurry up.
Why didn't you do that before?
Director, we urgently need to build living quarters and get them out there. Professor, have we received the necessary technologies?
Crust has handed over the research plan. They agreed to help, but the main burden will fall on our shoulders.
Living quarters will require a lot of space. Director, make sure the drones mine enough area for construction.
Yeah. Yeah, we've already done that, Alice. Thanks.
Director, I consider it my duty to remind you that lunar research is divided into 3
Yeah, we've already covered that.
Some research. You can always read.
Covered all that. Thanks. Thanks, Doc. All right. Speed this up. How are we doing up here? Yep, we're just waiting on silicone. Let's get you done first. So we got a place to keep all these bricks. Okay. All right. So scan. Nothing hidden. All right. Let's go. Come on. All right. Yep. All right. Stop.
Objective achieved. Research complete.
Okay, we're ready. Director, use the room planner tool and lay down a room of the required size. And yes, Director, several technical modules will be needed for the colonists' living conditions. Try to separate the sleeping quarters and production areas in advance. After all, we want the staff to come to work well rested, right?
Director, news about the difficult situation with Hope 2 has reached us. We are ready to provide a base to temporarily accommodate the crew. The offer has already been sent to your representative.
Message from an unknown sender. Security needs a little time to decrypt. Okay, great. Director, Malachite has responded to our request for help. They are offering assistance to our rescue operation, but there's a catch. I'll put the message on the screen now. The Malachite lunar base is not designed for long-term human occupancy, but it is equipped with small life support modules. Judging by the sensors, they're still functioning. Malachite is offering to temporarily accommodate the crew on their base to give us time to build what we need. However, if you read their offer carefully, it implies that we will have to return the favor if necessary. We can agree to their terms to make the rescue go smoothly, but remember that in that case, we will owe them a favor in return. In any case, the decision is yours.
Owing a favor to mysterious person contacting us on a secure channel we had to decrypt. I don't think so. Oh, look, we got to the Farhad control tower. In the little barren landscape stands a lone control tower. There are no obvious signs of damage, and the structure seems to have been abandoned for some time. There are no people or the usual rover in sight. Emergency boxes are empty, and the only interesting thing is the information from the control computers. According to it, a supply convoy was supposed to pass nearby, but never reached its destination. And just look at that. We got a whole bunch of blue signs for 60 days, as well as a little bit of orange, a little bit of green. All right, got it.
I can't agree with your decision, Director, but I understand your reasons for being cautious.
Yeah. All right. Rover, pingy, scanny. Right there. So that means there's something over here. Probably that supply convoy. So just go ahead and start moving in that direction. Now the rover is battery powered. You see its battery's almost drained because it's driving around in the dark. So it'll run out of power soon. And like I said, you can see, first off, let's turn that off because we don't need to be draining power on that. You can see we've got a power deficit. We've got enough power to last 18 days, so we're fine, but we don't have enough output from the batteries because we didn't have enough batteries with a charge in them. All right, where are we, Diggy? Wow, that's a big thing of rare earth elements. They're right in our way. All right. Diggy, you're digging all that stuff out. Why don't you go ahead and add this as your next section. All right, and go.
Director, it looks like the rover has run out. The rover is so...
There we go. All right, I already talked about it's going to run out of batteries. Okay, we need to get you fixed. Where are we at? Automated repair. That'll be nice because then we don't have to manually repair things. The drones will just go do it. Okay, that is up and running. Nothing to do but just wait. We're just waiting on silicone, so we need 5 more silicone there. Get that done. And then the one thing, my biggest, I wouldn't say complaint, but the biggest feature that I would like to see added to the game right now with, again, my limited play experience is... All right, coolio, that is done. Engineering, yeah, we need to be able to get rid of that stuff. There's no like planning mode. When you lay something down to build, you can't pause it and then plan out everything and then have it built as you need. So you can't build like a large scale production facility that you're just going to bring online as stages as you need it. Once you place it down, you can change the priority of how quickly the drones will respond to building it, but they're still going to bring materials and try to build it. So that would be my biggest thing, to be able to... All right, so that's done. Because like one of the things I've been waiting on is so that we can place these ore detectors, so that we can start scanning for ore. So we need one there.
You can't build here.
Right there. I can build there. Right there. And right there. All right. What research do we got? Ice extractor. Good. Social. Ice melter. And then we need wires. All right, so this one we can just power from there. This one we can power from there. This one right there. And this one right there. All right. And let's get you up and running first. This way we can try to find ore, because we need more sources of ore. First off, we don't have any titanium, we don't have any aluminum, we don't have any ice or water. We need all of those things. But also, one little resource thing is not enough. Almost daytime. Speed things up. Like any factory game, you just need massive scale. Alright, miners. Oh, okay, we still need to get around that. Alright, this is built. How much battery charge do we have? We've got about 300,000. Alright, so when you use the ore detector, okay, it uses battery power to scan. Okay, it scans in a wedge. The shorter the wedge, you can see, the less power it uses. So that consumes 10,000 power. If I go all the way out here to the biggest, it narrows the field. And it also consumes 100,000 power. All right, so we just want to scan. Let's just do the close stuff. Nothing. There we go. We got some more silicone and some water. We're on our battery. Nothing. Okay. What if we go a little bit deeper?
The engine is running. This old timer may not look like much, but the cargo truck has passed all tests and is ready for operation.
Excellent.
Director, we'll send a cargo truck as soon as we receive the crew's coordinates. You don't have to worry about the delivery.
Okay. And you, back to you, scanner, and let's go a little bit farther that way. There's some titanium. Excellent. All right. So get out of this mode. We don't need anymore. Let's get our miners. Let's get some high priority on getting out to that titanium. Right there. And then once we get that, we can get this water here and that silicone there. All right, that works. All right, and we are charging up our battery. That is good. Surface, surface, surface. Where? All right, we're going to scan there. All right, so right there is our dealio. All right. Yep, nothing. All right, so we can't send you to go do anything yet. Come on, no, set expedition. Investigate. Alrighty, so we need more power. Where are we at on our research? 3 days on medium solar panels.
Objective achieved.
The convoy was transporting several tanks of liquefied fuel and a couple containers with various spare parts and electronic equipment. It seems that the vehicles were seriously damaged and buried under collapsed rock. You can immediately send a cargo truck to collect the easily accessible cargo, or you can try to break up the rubble with a rover. It will be necessary to send drones to excavate most of the cargo, but the operation to retrieve it might be risky.
Yeah, I don't want to risk drones.
A rover is capable of dealing with a small rubble pile.
All right, let's wait on that. Let's get some more batteries. All right, batteries done. All right, and how much we charge? We have? We got 300,000. Good weekend. All right, let's explore with this guy. All right, so we got that over there. All right, so what about here? There's some more iron. That's good. Okay, what about here? Nothing. Oh wait, that puff of smoke means there's something there. We just didn't quite have the range to detect it. Some more iron. All right, and some more titanium. Excellent, excellent. We need aluminum. Aluminum would be nice. No aluminum. All right, get rid of you. We don't need you anymore. Exit out of there. Let's go into the build mode or dig mode. Okay, let's grab that titanium. Grab iron. Iron. That will work. You guys are still heading out towards that titanium. All right, and we're getting that done. All right, and you scan. All right, so scan that way. Nothing. Nothing. There's some aluminum. There's some silicone. All right. And then finally, we need to scan that to see what it was. Some titanium just sitting right there. Excellent. All right. You can go away. And let's extract aluminum there, and come on, silicone there. And the last one we have nothing. Nothing.
The rover successfully cleared the rubble and retrieved the fuel tank. Send a cargo truck to collect.
And some more titanium. All right. Now we got a little bit of aluminum. All right. We don't need... No. We don't need you. All right. Let's get rid of that. Let's get the miners out to that titanium. All right. And now set an expedition, transport the cargo truck, load everything, then head back to base. All right, now our little rover. Is there anything else around here? No, there is not. So we need you to go investigate that. Okay.
Research complete.
Research complete. We got, all right, medium solar panel. That was good. Fundamentals. We need fuel generators because we want to get down here to the bigger batteries. All right. Let's get that going. Have we haven't reached the titanium yet.
Research complete.
Okay, then we got our power system. We need... No, let's not do that. Let's do that. Okay. And they're all built. They are getting a charge. Don't have the biggest charge, but that's okay for right now. Ice melter, that's done. So now we can get the oxygen facilities. And extractor. Let's get that titanium right there. Let's get a refinery.
Research complete.
All right, slow this down for a second. Let's get a refinery there. And we need a smelter. Smelting first, there we go. I don't know why. Don't know why I was having a hard time. All right, that. We do have a rolling mill. So let's get single resource storage. Yep, you can go there, and we want the rolling mill right there. Okay, we need some power. No, no, no. No. You. No, that's not what I wanted. All right, power from you. There. 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 There to there. Then you can go to there. You can go to there. You can go to there. And we will need one more of you. Yeah, right there will work. Okay. Connect that to that. That to... No, 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 no. Cancel. We want that to that. That to that. And then from here to here to there. We want that to there and that to there. Approve all those. That's $9 grand. But it gets us our titanium, or some titanium. Let's make sure we get the power. We want the power done first. All right. Research. We just researched the rolling mill. Okay. We need components factory. All right. Let's get that done. You're getting quite a bit of battery in there, which is good. Yep. We should, let's just put our drones don't have to keep running up to the surface all the time to recharge. Got plenty of steel. Alright, you're ready to be built.
Research complete.
What did we research? Hard rock drilling. Perfect. Rare earth. Yep. And we still don't have enough batteries. Alright, well, that'll have to do for now.
Around the research post, there is a level platform and several small buildings. Wheel tracks are leading away from it in different directions. Inside the structure is disarray. Items are scattered, lockers are open and emptied, emergency crates are opened and emptied. In some rooms there is a large amount of research equipment and materials. There are no people to be seen. They clearly left the outpost in a hurry.
Alright, so we need science.
Based on what I saw, the outpost was engaged in studying photosynthetic microorganisms capable of living in a vacuum and zero gravity. Director, send drones to study the materials. This will aid in further research.
Okay. Alright, rover is here. Nothing in the area. We've got a private lab. So private lab, that's a place where we can go. We can spend money for research, which we don't have money. So fine. Let's go investigate that. That sounds interesting. And you. So we have to be able to. We have to send 2 drones. So we can't do that right now because we have to be able to build the Expedition Control Center, which we have not researched yet. That will allow us to load up drones and materials and stuff to take to expeditions on this surface. You will do titanium. You will do titanium. You will store titanium. You will store flat titanium. And you, if there's any titanium laying on the ground, you guys can shove it in there. Which there is a little bit here and there. Not much, but some. Okay. That is going. All right, guys. I think that's where we're going to call it. We're past the 1 hour mark at this point. I hope you have enjoyed this first episode of the Crust Let's Play. Like I said, I've only played the game for a few hours. It's the kind of game that I enjoy to play. It seems really well done so far, especially for something that just came out into early access. I've played early access games that were much less polished than this is. So I'm going to keep running this Let's Play for a while and learning the game, enjoying the game. I hope you join me and you can learn with me, learn from my mistakes, and not do all the stupid things that I'm sure I'm going to do along the way. But thanks for checking it out. I hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you in the next episode.